Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel Rituparna Creates. Here we are, another Tuesday, another week, and we are right back at it. I hope you are all well and safe and healthy. If you have not watched my previous videos, I'll link them down below. Do also check out my Instagram page and my blog. I publish a blog every Saturday. It's all on interesting stuff. So make sure to check it out, and if you like this video, press the like button and of course subscribe. So today I woke up and I really started missing the time when I was a teacher. So for those of you who don't know, and I don't think I've even shared this on this channel here before, I used to teach at a university for 3.5 years. I used to teach undergraduate students, and it was a very good experience that I had. But sadly, I had quit my job this year, and I wanted to explore other things, more creative things that I was a little bit more interested, and here we are. So I thought, why not talk about my teaching experience, and so here I am sharing with you my 10 life lessons that I got from my teaching experience. Alright, so I hope you're all ready. This is going to be a talkative video. That is one thing that I have also missed about being a teacher, to be able to talk and to be able to interact with my students. So this is going to be like a sit down, chill out video. So let's begin. So the first thing that I want to talk about today, one of my first lessons, is that you cannot help everybody. So if you are a teacher and a new teacher, and if you are watching this video, or even if you are any other professional, or just another human being on this beautiful journey of life, it takes a while to realize that not everybody first of all would want your help, and it would not really be possible for you to go and help everybody out. It's just not how it works many a times. Especially with teaching, I feel as teachers we always try that whatever 40 or 50 students we have in a class, we would want to really help everybody and really engage and hope that they like our subject and that they understand the topic and they are involved. But many a time that does not really happen, and I think it's okay sometimes to let that go. It's okay to if out of a class of 40 you're not really able to help all 40 people out. It's part of life. There are some people who may not want your help, or at that point in their life they might be not ready also to get that kind of help. With help and with change, I think it is, of course, a lot can be done environmentally and externally, but then a lot also has to be done internally as an individual. I have to be ready to change and adapt and learn new things. So yeah, now coming to the second point that we have, it is patience. Of course, as a teacher, I think patience is that one of the things that you really require, and you really need to be patient with everybody, because not everybody is going to have the same kind of a learning pattern or understanding. So you might have to repeat things many a times. Now I know many people say that, with patience it's sometimes good to lose our patience, and yeah, that's okay, that's absolutely fine. But what I feel is that, remember, wherever you are, especially if you are heading a team, if you're a team leader, just try to understand maybe the other person's condition or point of view as well. As I said, not everybody has the same speed, and not everybody has the same kind of capacity and understanding. with today's culture and today's things, everything and everybody has become so fast, and like need to know now or need to do it now. But then, you know, what if somebody can't? So let's just be little understanding. Let's just be little kind to them, right? Coming to point number 3, it's all about technology. Right, we wouldn't be where we are without technology. We wouldn't have survived this pandemic without technology. Thanks to technology, teachers were able to conduct classes and webinars, and we were able to take so many online courses and, of course, consume content when we were just sitting at home, when we had suddenly a lot of time on our hands. And technology is why you are seeing me here, wherever. My dog agrees with me. So with technology, I would like to say that it's good to be familiar with certain things in technology, especially with teaching in our country. What happens is that many a time we see that most of the times teaching follows the traditional methods. So we have the blackboard teaching or the whiteboard teaching. But then I feel that, of course, now with the pandemic and with the situation that we are in, a lot of people have adapted to online teaching and being able to use Microsoft PowerPoint or Google Classroom, Google Slides and all of that. But it's good, I feel. Otherwise, if we are not able to keep up with technology, we are just going to become very outdated. We might not know how to operate or use things, or just not have the knowledge about it. So it's good to have certain knowledge about it, and in that way you will be able to relate with your students, if any teacher is watching this. Right, coming to the most important point, that is number 4. So learning and relearning and unlearning. So one of the most basic duties that we do as a teacher is that we read, analyze, go through a lot of papers, go through a lot of books and notes and all of that to prepare for a class. And so it's very good thing, because we are constantly learning. We are sometimes unlearning things that we studied as students, or relearning something, relearning a concept. But what happens is that once, especially if you are a young individual, a young professional, what happens sometimes is that once we graduate and we get into a job, the learning kind of like stops, right? So people think, oh, I have this job, or maybe I have got this promotion, so no need for me to learn anything new now. But I'd really urge all of you, learn something new, at least one thing every year. It can be related to your line of work. It can be related to your hobbies, something that you're passionate about or just curious about. Thank you to technology, we have so many online courses. We have so many things that we can do for a very less cost, even some things for free, right? So go ahead and learn something. If it is required, do not be afraid to unlearn and relearn something as well. Sometimes maybe we are knowing the wrong, we have the wrong understanding of a concept, or we have learned the wrong concept in itself, right? It happens. So don't be very rigid with your concepts and topics, learn and explore and adapt. Right, coming to the next point. I see that a lot of students who come into this undergraduate, this bachelor program, many are lost. They don't know what they want to do post this. Many of them came into the course because they did not get admission into their dream program, dream college, and sometimes they are just coerced by their parents and relatives and family to take part in a particular course. What I would like to say here is 2 things. First of all, if any parent is listening to me, please do not coerce or force your child to get into any particular course or into a particular college, because what happens then is that if they do not enjoy, if they do not find happiness, or if they are not excited, the kind of stuff, the things that we teach, the things that we do practicals for, what happens is they just lose out interest. Then they don't do well in their studies. They become sometimes even so detached, so depressed at times. It, so it's my request. Try to understand what your child likes to do, what will they like to pursue, because ultimately they are the ones who have to work in their line and do something with that. To any student or any young individual who is listening to this, I would like to say is, do not hold on to your degree or your qualifications very dearly, right? So I am, by my qualifications, I am a healthcare professional by qualification. I'm a registered pharmacist also, but I have never really practiced as a pharmacist, although I have taught pharmacists, as I said, undergraduate students. I have never been a pharmacist. I have never done any research or anything like that. And I'm doing something which is completely different. So I think one of the things that the pandemic has taught us, that we need to be flexible. We need to be flexible, be open to the opportunities that come your way. Don't be afraid to take up something just because it's different from the traditional or conventional thing that you have been doing so far, right? And intermission. So the video was about 20 minutes, so I have decided to make it into 2 parts. So this is the end of part 1 with all the 5 lessons that I have shared with you. Please do watch the second part as well. It will be launched on Friday this week. And let me know your thoughts. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next part.